Well, Moses, the Bobcats looking to bounce back tonight after Tuesday's loss.
Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a crushing blow in the final minutes against Sherwood Park. But the Cats looking to turn the tide tonight as they prepare for back-to-back games against the Drayton Valley Thunder. Matt Schumont has more.
The Bobcats open up a 5 games and 8 night stretch starting tonight, and with only 3 days off in the next week, they will have to be both mentally and physically ready to be successful.
A lot of guys are, sick or bumps and bruises and not, but we're just trying to get past it and still play hard in practice, because whatever we do in practice basically leads up to our game. So, yeah, basically just taking it day by day.
Just coming into it with the right mental mindset and just being ready to compete day in and day out and not taking any shifts off.
Currently on a 3-game homestand, the Bobcats will look to pick up 4 points this weekend against a Drayton Valley Thunder team that sit 9 points ahead of the Cats for the final playoff spot in the North.
It means a little more because Drayton's just sitting right on top of us, so Fort Mac's kind of pulled ahead of them, and now we've got an opportunity to seize the moment, if you will.
A couple of teams are only, a couple points ahead of us, so when we get these 4 points this weekend, it'll definitely bring us up in the standings quite a bit and maybe give us a little bit better shot to catch a few teams.
Newly acquired Bobcat Tanner Dunkel will make his debut tonight. With 14 points in 21 games, Dunkel will hope to give the Bobcat faithful a good first impression.
Yeah, I think getting traded Lloyd is a good organization. Looking at how many scholarships they had last year, I think it's a good start here. Glad to be joining the Lloydminster Bobcats. It's going to be a change, I think. Been playing with the Grizzlies for 2 years, and now I come playing the black and orange, so I think it's good.
Seems like a great kid and really wants to contribute. Took some nasty roads to get up here, so we're happy to have him, and we think he'll do some good things for us here.
Puck drop for tonight's game is at 7:30. Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Let's keep moving on with the AJ. After a strong September put the Bonneville Pontiacs top of the North Division, their record suffered in October, only going 4-5. As Clayton Brown explains, the club has dropped in the standings and are heading into a crucial weekend, which sees them play the Grand Prairie Storm twice.
October didn't go the way the Pontiacs had hoped, but despite a losing record in the month, head coach Chad Mercier says the team's play had actually improved from September.
We said all along we didn't feel we were playing real well early in the year. We were getting points and getting rewarded, finding ways to win, but we feel in the last 4 or 5 games, we certainly, our overall team game has come a long way. Mercier was quick to say, though their play has improved, they still have things they need to work on. Our penalty kills hurt us, and then partly go with our discipline in the sense of taking too many back-to-back penalties that have cost us some games in the last 2 weeks, but those are things that are fixable. A 4-5 October can quickly be forgotten with a pair of wins this weekend against the Grand Prairie Storm, a team which is tied with the Pontiacs for 3rd in the North Division.
Oh, it's huge. It's the biggest weekend of the year, obviously. I think we need to build off our past few games and just come prepared to go to work.
We're tied with them right now, and they got a game in hand, so we got to put some separation in between us and them, and also get our game going again. So it's going to be an important weekend.
Both games are in Bonneville. The first goes tonight at 7 at the R.J. Lalonde. In Bonneville, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.
We'll keep with the theme of hockey. The Lloydminster Rohan Raids are off to a slow start in the AMMHL season. As Emmett Murphy reports, they're hoping they can get back on track in the busiest week of the year against the best teams in the North.
The Rage haven't been able to stretch together consecutive victories all season, losing every other game. They're thinking they can change that in a 3-game weekend.
Hoping 2 for 3 wins, 2 out of the 3 games.
The Rage play first place SSAC Edmonton tonight, a team they scored 11 goals against in 2 games. Since that series, though, they've scored just 9 goals in 6 games.
I think they're starting to get a little bit anxious, but I mean, it starts in practice, so if we keep having our good practices and, like I said, this is a big weekend, so hopefully we can get her going.
It can get better. We just have to bury our chances. We have lots of chances, but haven't had our bumps our way.
The Rage are 3rd last in goals and standings in the North Division, but have the best goals against average in the province.
Well, I think just everyone buying in, We've been blocking a lot of shots, and everyone just really playing good on defense. Our defense is really strong, so.
It's hard. It makes you have so much more problems, and you can't mess up. It's hard going through hard scoring times.
The Rage also play 2 games against the 2nd place Sherwood Park Squires Saturday and Sunday. Emmett Murphy, Newcap Sports.
The Lakeland Rustlers volleyball teams gear up for their home openers tonight, beginning with the ladies, who are looking to pick up where they left off from last weekend.
Rustlers ladies volleyball takes center court at Lakeland Gym this weekend, and the excitement is building.
This home opener is going to be huge for us. We have to keep calm though, I guess. Some people might be a little nervous with it being home crowd. Me being a fifth year, I'm kind of used to it. I'm still a little bit nervous.
I'm a homebody, so it's nice to be back home, and there's going to be so many people I know, so it's just really exciting and fun, trying to embrace it.
As they should. The Rustlers have earned a national ranking, sitting in 13th after their back-to-back sweep over Briarcrest last week. Led by a potent offense that's getting it done by committee, 5 players are in double figures in kills.
Lots of teams have that one big hitter, so then 70% of the sets are going to that one person, and it's really nice to have a mix-up.
We're not going to 1 or 2 players, setting them the ball 50 times a match, expecting them to get 20, 30 kills for us to win the game. We're looking for 4 or 5 people to get around 10, and that spreads out the offense.
Something that could be a major factor as they take on ACAC debutantes Olds College, who begin the season at a surprising 4-0, each game going the distance. Inexperienced or not, the Rustlers won't take them lightly.
They've went 5 3 times and 1 in 5 all 3 of those matches, so that's definitely showing some character from a brand new team. We've done our game planning throughout the week and made sure that we prepared for them the same we would for any other team.
From past experience, we've lost to a couple of teams that we don't think we should lose to, but we kind of get in our heads and get a little cocky maybe, and we just have to make sure that we aren't.
Lots of times we tend to play with them and we become scrappy, but that's not really our style, so we're just really going to focus on us and see if we can get the job done that way.
Game time on Friday is at 6 p.m. and the second matchup on Saturday at 1.
The men also have a pair of games against Olds following the women's matches on both days.